All right, next up, do y'all remember when Toni Braxton supposedly broke up the Dallas Mavericks with
Yeah.
Jimmy Jackson,
And
Jamal
Jason
Mashburn, and
Kidd.
Jason Kidd? It was a big thing for like it was. I believed it for a long time, and Jimmy Jackson, and then I heard some other thing that Jimmy Jackson said like it's not true, but Jimmy Jackson literally clears it all up. It right here about the whole thing because basically saying like she basically broke up their team because their team was like gonna be kind of like the first big three and like they were young.
Yeah, they were young.
They were young. They were dope. The whole demo. So here we go.
Was that Toni Braxton broke up the Dallas Mavericks?
Yeah,
that we were in Atlanta, and a limo pulled up. Oh. I came downstairs and got in. She was looking for Jason, but she left with me, which was totally false. That's what they said. Then all of a sudden, this stuff comes out about that this happened, and I'm like, how could this? And now Toni Braxton didn't help it because she had an album called Secrets at the time, so she came out and said, which was great PR for her. A good girl doesn't kiss and tell. Ingenious. I mean, the timing was perfect. Right. An album called Secrets, and we're the three young up and coming. Now Jamal had nothing to do with this. Jamal gets dragged into this for no reason whatsoever. He had nothing to do with it. But long story short, nothing happened.
All right, Stacey, I'm going to want you first.
Chef's kiss to Toni. Chef's bravo. Like, I ain't getting in that shit, but buy this album, though. I ain't scheming, bitches.
Toni schemed up some albums.
Look, I got the title of the episode.
And that was before Confessions. Before, they made their big story.
I love that. And like, he's like, she came, like, Jace left me. He's like, that's not even what happened. And Toni just was like, hey, good girls don't kiss and tell. Like that. That is my answer going forward to anybody who questions anything that I do.
The lady doesn't kiss and tell.
Good girls don't kiss and tell. That's my, and that is officially my answer. I need a t-shirt that says it.
I mean,
that'd be perfect for the manager for y'all group.
Good idea.
Let me write that name. Jot that down in the old iPad notes. Yeah. Good girl.
Because this on this album is Let It Flow. Is on. I'm assuming when oh shit, that's when
that's Unbreak My Heart. Is it the one with Unbreak My Heart?
No. Oh, is it on
there? Let It Flow is on
Waiting to Exhale. That's Waiting to Exhale too.
I think it's Waiting to Exhale soundtrack.
Yeah, it is on Waiting to Exhale too, though, but it was on Secrets too. And the video version dropped on Secrets in 96.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it dropped around this time and she's on our drum.
This was our second album.
Hey boys, just let it go. I got my paper. Just let it go. But supposedly
wound up kicking in with Dennis Rodman.
I mean, and no, it was in major magazines then of like, yo, she was messing with all three of those J. It was the big three J's: Jamal, Jason, Jimmy, and they was like, she was messing with all of them. I was like, damn, Toni got some G. But I was like, but I understand, players. I barely know y'all niggas. I got a shot at Toni Braxton. We may have to go. We have to figure this out. She chose me.
96 Toni.
Yes. This is Toni when she did the one with her breast halfway out and the nipples showing on the Vibe magazine cover. I know because I still got it right over there.
When she wore that dress to the Grammys. When she wore that dress to the Grammys.
Yeah, but this is when she had the yellow thing on and she's got and it's like a sheer black and white thing and you can kind of see the nipples in the thing. And I felt like Nate was like, how you know his nipples? Because my mouth watering. Like from Boomerang, like I know his nipples because my mouth watering. And that was prime Toni, boy. And that's when
Toni.
That's when Toni got the long hair on niggas. It was like
it was short hair Toni.
That's 96 Toni. Like
and it wasn't because the short hair wasn't fine. It was the idea that we got, you fine, period. You fine with short hair, mid hair, and long hair.
Yeah, Toni has been beautiful always. Right. And I joke about her noses, but all of the noses, she was beautiful with all of them.
Oh, she got her nose done?
I don't know.
First album, Toni. Yeah, first album, Toni's nose. Like, first off, the Braxtons, ain't none of them noses the first noses that they had.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I assume, I get it. I mean,
so,
all the celebrities do it.
Like Tamar's new nose has changed her life. So Tamar's first album is first nose Tamar, original nose Tamar. So first album Toni, there's that nose job. I feel like there's a second one in there somewhere. I don't know when it happened.
Hold on, stop the presses, Stacey. She had one in '92 before her album dropped.
Nah, before the first.
Before this is right after Boomerang soundtrack. She had one. It says in '92. Opted for a subtle rhinoplasty to make her nose less broad.
And they've all been very subtle. So it looks very natural. Like looking at her today, you wouldn't think like, oh, she's had a nose job. Like, no, like, but it's just details of people's faces, and sometimes just looking at someone and be like, why do they look different? And
I remember that first video with Babyface.
Her nose was crooked on the first album. The first
I'm not gonna say crooked.
Album, but
it was thinner.
It just was fuller. On the first album, it's just a little fuller. And then as time goes on, it's not as full. But again, no matter what, even when it was a fuller nose, gorgeous woman. And if she is
fine
just
regardless, she's fine.
She's fine regardless. Like just right. Period. Like understand, fine regardless. Flawless victory.
Flawless.
Yeah. So I get it. I get it from that was super smart for Toni to do that though. To say that was she ain't saying, and if she would be courtside at the games, that was a thing that was getting people. But I wonder if she buying them and just sitting there for people to think like, who's she here with?
You got to go for the long grift.
Yeah.
All right, listen. I don't scam, I don't boost, but I'm in for the long con. All right, you got to go for the long grip. You got to, if anything, I always say with comedy or whatever, right? You got to keep up the bit. You got to keep the bit going, and you dedicate to the bit. So yeah, not only am I not going to really discuss this, I'm gonna give y'all a little vague answer. Now I'm showing up courtside. Who am I here with? You don't know. Who did I come to see? I'm clapping every time anybody scores. I'm clapping for niggas on the other team.
I came to see a good game.
I'm sitting here eating popcorn like Claudia.
Mm-hmm.
Digging it. Love it.
So that means that she was paying for courtside tickets or got a hookup on courtside tickets.
Probably more than likely got the hookup on courtside.
Back then, but
think about it. But nobody got you the tickets. You just showing up to keep the mess up.
Why not?
The label got the tickets.
This is my type of shit. I
mean, you know what? You're right. If the label gonna end up charging you back for some shit anyway, you might as well have them get you courtside so you can promote this album.
Yeah, because then she got to go bankrupt.
I was just gonna say, let me find out that she went bankrupt because she was getting courtside tickets.
Your face was like, hey, we need that back.
Let me find out that your long running joke is costing you for real.
How many times platinum your album go?
Damn, she's had multiple bankruptcies. This is bankruptcies.
Yeah, she's in a couple of them.
Damn.
But it's also people have to understand when
it's different types though too.
It's different types of bankruptcies, and her bankruptcy is just her debt. Her people that she owes are going to get paid. They just structure it differently. Like this ain't it's different when you got money or you're a business or whatever. Your bankruptcy looks a whole lot different than the Chapter 7.
She's still married to Birdman.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That I have not kept up with that relationship. It's more or less like
that was like the most random relationship.
It's just so random, but like, hey,
no, it taught us all a lesson.
There's something for everybody. Somebody for everybody.
What money?
Oh, money can change everything. Look, it made me get on my hustle. I remember the day that I found that I was like, so I could if I work hard and I move up at McDonald's and go to manager, then general manager and VP, I can maybe.
That's when the big bucks start rolling in.
Baby.
Maybe I can do this.
Right.
Maybe I can get Toni Braxton. Even though Lord knows I know I can't.
Look, this week you popping floors, next week is a surprise, baby. Anything can happen for you. It can happen.
Because there's no way in the world. There is no. there's no way in the world. I know if y'all been hearing about this thing called CERN that's supposed to have been this thing underground that messed up the timeline in like 2019, 2020. It's supposed to be this thing. It's a big conspiracy theory in Europe. This thing that messed up the timeline or whatever. So our timeline is not our right timeline. And they supposed to be turning it off. They turned it off the end of June, and supposedly things are supposed to get kind of right. I mean, she been with him before that. Before that happened, she was with him, so that ain't even part about the timeline flux. But I was trying to find a way to make sense of it all.
My only guess is this, right? Women who, so yeah, money, right? So you got
back to the scheming.
Man, you got Janet and Jermaine Dupri, right? And you looking at Jermaine like, how the hell did you pull her? And Janet said, it was an interview once where she said that he approached her, and she was like, that men don't approach her. Like, and ideally you would think like, oh, men probably approach her. No, they don't.
You're
like,
too intimidated.
You're too intimidated. But then you got somebody who actually does approach her, and somebody that makes her laugh and is not trying to get something from her. So yeah, he may not be. I mean, he's cute to her, and that's what at the end of the day, that's what the hell matters. So with Birdman, it could simply be he approached her, he wasn't talking crazy, and he makes her laugh, and she likes him. For whatever qualities that he has is something that she likes, and that's it. That for me. That's how when you see those odd couples, you're like, how the hell? That's how, because it's not that surface level shit that we're looking at. We looking at Birdman like ain't no fucking way.
Frog looking at you.
They got the carve the frog ass on it.
Hey, hold on. I think Jimmy Jackson's trying to pull a reverse Uno card. This past week is the 30th anniversary of the Secrets album.
96 was a good year.
Hey, he's I'm trying to get on this podcast, my podcast popping, and let me go and do this reverse. And I guarantee his podcast, you gonna tell us about Tony? Just wait. I'm gonna tell it in a minute. Just wait. When that album drop in July, just hold it till then.
Hold on to it.
We'll do it after the 4th.
But shout out to that Jimmy Jackson with that.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man. And I'll be your friend.